How can they be approved for alibi when we have submitted all the proofs? He's already proven guilty on the basis of evidence. You walk near your senior while still talking to your intern who shared a very disappointing news to you. Okay, I'll call you later. Keep trying to find more evidence. Go and check the CCTV footage of that night when he was with his friends in the club. I'm sure they're hiding something. You ended the call and put it inside the pocket. The court approved for his alibi. I don't know why they suddenly changed their mind. I have a doubt that they are being covered up by some government officials. She nodded while tapping the tip of her pen on the table. I have a task for you. She pushed her chair back before taking out a paper from the drawer. This is a search warrant for a company. It's basically a firm where a gang is illegally practicing loans. They have trapped so many people in this business. You took the paper from her. Okay, you can bring Sam with you. They can be harmful. You nodded and walked away. What? You are not coming again? You stop for a moment and put your free hand on your waist while the other one is holding the phone. Can I ask you where you are right now? Don't you dare to lie to me or else I'll come there. You were talking to your husband who once again called you to inform you that today he won't be able to come back home. It's his third time this week and you are already tired of his excuses. He's a mafia but he works for the police force helping them in various cases that they can't get access to. Being a part of mafia world, he is already aware of every crime and criminal, so if a police has to get some information about any other mafia or get their work done, they contact him. No sorries will going to work now. I'm going to give you divorce for sure. Bye. You angrily cut the call and turn your face to the right only to see Sam looking at you. He awkwardly smiled. You didn't hear anything. Let's go now, you said, walking outside while he followed. Jungkook sighed and came out of the lift as he reached the floor he was coming to. This work is definitely going to make me a divorcee one day. He put the phone in his pocket while walking towards the VIP rooms. Let's go, Jungkook. Just finish off your work as soon as possible. He pressed some buttons before stopping in front of a room. He entered inside the room where an old man was having fun with a woman around his daughter's age. They both got surprised to see him and the woman quickly covered herself while the man got up. Hey, who are you? And how did you get inside? Jungkook bit his inner cheek and looked at the woman who was standing behind that old hag. Miss, can you give us some privacy? The woman grabbed her clothes and immediately walked outside while Jungkook closed the door and turned towards the man who now seems to be a little afraid of him. Who are you and how did you get the password of this room? Jungkook cracked his neck and came near him. This is not even a bare minimum of what I can do, but right now, I'm here for something bigger than this. What do you want? He said in a shaky tone. Jungkook put his hand on his shoulder. Your life. And without thinking twice or giving him a chance to understand, Jungkook grabbed his gun from his back pocket and shot the man twice in his head, and the man dropped on the floor, covered in blood. Now you got your end, rest I'll decide. Because the room was soundproof, no one heard the gunshot, and Jungkook opened the door before locking it and left. Once again, people will leave wondering who did this, and he will live freely, but they will thank him indirectly because he was the most corrupted politician who was on everyone's nerves. Jungkook does work for police, but he has his own rules that he follows. Doing dirty to already bad people is fair in his eyes and he lives for this. He does not follow the law but has his own rules. You came inside the dusty and messy room, which was converted into an office. You were looking around when a voice came, making you turn towards the man who walking inside. He straight walked near you, looking surprised by your presence. Yeah. Who are you and with whose permission you came inside? You turned towards him and showed your ID. I'm a prosecutor and I have a search warrant against you. The man got a little nervous and now he tried to play you. He smiled awkwardly. Search warrant? But why? There's nothing wrong. It's a simple office. You looked around and nodded. Yes, this looks simple, but I'm sure it's not. You must be having some misunderstanding. You looked at him. Yes, and I want to correct it. Sam, start checking the papers. He nodded and walked towards the desk, but the man stopped him. Everything is fine here. Why are you wasting your time? Let's have a coffee. There is a shop who make the best ramen. Let's try them. You smiled and stepped closer to him. We'll definitely try those ramen, Mr. Big Song. But first, let's uncover your fraud. By the time his men came inside and they attacked on you and Sam, who is a police officer, but along with law, you also learned self-defense. One by one, you both knocked all of them. The man was looking at you as if he's seeing a ghost. You grabbed his collar and leaned closer to his face. Now I don't even need an arrest warrant for you. You are under arrest for attacking a prosecutor. You handcuff him and brought outside the office. You're going to regret it. I will hire the best lawyer and can easily get out of the jail. Let's see. Junko came inside the house silently. He was careful around him, trying to spot you sitting on the couch waiting for him in full anger, like you do sometimes, but you weren't there, making him confused. Where is she? He noticed your car outside, so he thought you came back home. I can't believe I have to come into my own house like a thief. But where is she? He turned back and startled a little when he saw you standing in front of him with your arms folded. Gosh, you scared me. You didn't say anything and stayed in the same position while he came to you and wrapped his arms around you, but you jerked them. Don't touch me. His lips form in a circle. Oops, Madam Prosecutor is mad, huh? I'm serious here. He pouted and even when you tried to push him, he locked you in his arms. I'm sorry. Please don't be mad at me. Where were you from the last 2 days? He picked you up in a bridal style and packed on your lips while you still tried to push him. I'm not in the mood. Just answer me. I'll tell you everything, but tell me, did you eat? I didn't. Then let me cook dinner for you. And he walked towards the kitchen while still carrying you in his arms. After a long and hectic day full of handling cases and people, you really like to get pampered by your husband. He's a mafia, deal with more hideous crimes, but he never reflects that in his behavior when he comes home. Now you'll wonder how a prosecutor ended up marrying a mafia. Well, you both met during a very serious case. You came to know that he works for the police force when all you want to do is to arrest him, but got to know the truth. He started following you from that day. And you always end up meeting. That's how the love story began. Now you are happily married. He is so caring and loving despite of his profession. Okay, so what would you like to eat? He said, straightening up after making you sit on the chair. How about a tasty bowl of ramen? Noodles with dumplings? Great choice. Let's see, we have frozen dumplings. I brought them 2 days ago. He said, opening the fridge while you got a text, so you started to check it. Thankfully, we have everything in our fridge, so let's make it. He picked all the ingredients and started to prepare the dinner while he noticed you. No cell phone at the dinner table. Did you forget your own rule? You looked at him. Sorry, but I have to reply to it. It's important. He noticed that you seemed tensed. Did something happen? You sighed and put the phone on the table before looking at him. Actually, yes, there's a lot going on and I'm so stressed. Mind to share what's stressing you? He said, cutting the veggies. You know about the case I'm currently working on, right? That jerk who banded that college student? You nodded. Yes, that bastard got an alibi and suddenly everything started to get in his favor. I think someone is helping him, and I swear if he didn't prove guilty, I'll kill him with my own hands. You don't have to dirty your hands when your husband is here. I'll do it or I can. Just tell me. No, I want to fight using law, and all I want to know is about that bastard who is helping him. Don't worry about him. He won't be able to help him anymore. You looked at him confused. What do you mean? You know something or the man? He shrugged his shoulders, and that's when you got a call from your senior. You were already confused. You answered the phone. Yes, ma'am. What? You looked at Jungkook when you heard her from the other side of the phone. Okay, the call ended and you looked at him. Assemblyman Moon Jung is dead. Don't tell me that. He was the one. I made your work easy. You put your hand on your head before turning towards him. Are you serious? What did you do? He looked at you, frowning his brow. What's this reaction? I thought you'd be happy to hear this news. Happy? Do you even know what you did? You said, going near him. I'm always aware of what I do. He said it proudly. Jungkook, you're not supposed to do anything that goes against the law. He left a knife and came near you. I can go against any law if it's about my wife. Do you even know what he was planning? That bastard deserves a death and your law won't be able to punish him the way he should be, so I did the work. You sighed because he was right, but you are a government servant and unfortunately you can't support this act. Why do you interfere? Why are you sad? You should be happy that I made your work easy. What if one day I have to go against you? You can't just murder anyone, especially someone who belongs to politics and expects no punishment. He extended his hand towards you. I'm ready to be punished. I trust my wife. You sighed. But then something came in your mind. Enough of work. You wanted to have some time with your dear husband. Suddenly you handcuffed him, making him raise his brows, and he chuckled. You actually did it. And from where did you get these handcuffs? You looked at him. I also work with police, and now you are under arrest, Mr. John Jungkook. You said, whispering in his ear, and pulled back. Wow, you are good in this. I wonder if you have ever handcuffed anyone with these beautiful hands of yours. I don't have to do that. You are my first arrest, and don't think I'll leave you, Mr. John. Who said I want to be free? You were trying to hide your blush. So what would you do now? He shrugged his shoulders. How would I know? You tell me. You made him sit on the chair and leaned closer to his face, lips almost touching, but you didn't kiss him. You decided to tease him a little. Just kiss me already, you don't have to hesitate, he said, smirking. Excuse me, mister. Who said I want to kiss? Oh, so my dear wifey decided to tease me, huh? You said. You straightened up and walked near the kitchen counter. And what made you think that? Are you getting that kick? He chuckled and sat on the chair properly. Kick, just uncuff me and I'll show you what real teasing is. You were sure you won't be able to last long in front of his flirting skills, yet you decided to not give up. You ate a piece of carrot and looked at him, trying your best to seduce him although you were so bad in it. What's wrong with the handcuffs? You look good in them. You seems to be in a mood. Then let me make it complete. Your heart dropped when he got up and started to walk near you. Yeah, sit on that chair. Why? Are you nervous, love? You ran behind the counter making him laugh. What happened to you now? Your cheeks were red and heart thumping in your chest. Nothing. You said I look good in handcuffs. Then let me show you what can I do in these handcuffs. I'm good. Let me uncuff. That's enough for today. You were blushing so hard and no matter how hard you tried, you always failed to handle his hotness. We haven't even started. At least let me finish what you have started. You shook your head. It's okay. You started dinner and you can finish it. Now I don't want this food. My meal is all ready. You felt your heart skipping a beat and butterflies filling the stomach. He started to come near you while you were stepping backwards. What happened to my fearless wife? Why are you getting all red, my dear? You finally looked at him. I'm hungry. I thought today you were in the mood. Well, it's okay. I'll feed you first so that I can enjoy mine. Now there was no space left for you to feel anything. He was giving you butterflies every second. He extended his hands towards you. Wanna still keep me in these? You came near him to uncuff his hands, but he put his handcuffed hand behind you, locking you in his arms and started to kiss you.